Mercury back into Virgo, September 9th through September 26th. This is great news. Mercury, the planet of our intellect, the planet of communications, the planetary messenger, is back at home in its domicile and also exalted. Hello, my name is Eliane Nicole. I'm your astrologer and tarot reader, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what it means for Mercury to be in its best possible position. I'm so happy to be sharing great astrological news in a time where there is often so much tumultuous cosmic news going on in the world. But before I do my full interpretation, I want to say, if you're watching this on Instagram, I'm just going to post the first 5 minutes of this video on Instagram. The full video will be available on my YouTube channel, Eliane Nicole. My YouTube channel is my name, Eliane Nicole, so please find me there. And please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video on YouTube. Please like, please comment, please share. It really helps me in the algorithm, and it helps put me in a position to continue to give these free astrological offerings. I'm really trying to grow my channel, so any assistance you can give me in that area would be great. Also, if you're watching this on Instagram, again, only the first 5 minutes will be here, so I definitely encourage you to go over to YouTube and watch the entire video, but also make sure you're following me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole, and please like, and please comment, and please share, and please help me in the algorithm. And now for the interpretation of Mercury back into Virgo at home, where Mercury excels and Mercury is at its very best. This is really great for our mental processes because, Mercury, again, it's the planet of our intellect. It's how we think, how we listen, how we speak, how we learn, how we write. And it's also the planetary messenger. So it rules over all messages in all forms, texts, emails, packages being delivered, all of those things. So when Mercury is in a great position, it's great for all of that kind of stuff to, that's when things go smoothly in communications. That's when the package arrives on time. And that's when, we're able to express ourselves clearly. The mind to the mouth chain is working at its best, But what I will say is that we did have a Mercury retrograde period recently, and we aren't officially out of the retro shade period, which is what I call the kind of the Mercury hangover of the retrograde. That's not done until September 11th at 4:52 p.m. Pacific time. So adjust for your time zone accordingly. But yes, we were in Mercury retrograde from August 4th to August 28th, and that retrograde was partly in Virgo and it was partly in Leo. And even though it's stationed at direct on August 28th, we've still been in the shadow period. And so if, a lot of things start to resolve as soon as Mercury stations direct, the things that we went through during the retrograde. And most of the times, the things that we went through during the retrograde was scheduling conflicts or something that we just couldn't find a way to schedule, or, a repair that never felt like it was going to get done, a package that was lost, an argument or misunderstanding that was had, wires crossing, technological breakdowns, and all of that kind of Mercury retrograde stuff that we experienced probably started to resolve for most people as soon as Mercury stationed direct. But everything doesn't resolve for everybody until the shadow period is completely over. You have to give it until the shadow period. And so I will say that, these first couple of days of Mercury in Virgo, any of the last remnants that need to be resolved from Mercury retrograde should be resolved in these next couple of days, which I know is great news to a lot of people. I'm certainly looking forward to that. So, but yes, in general, this period of September 9th to September 26th, when Mercury is both at home and exalted in Virgo, it's really like the opposite of Mercury retrograde. It's like a wonderful time to make plans. It's a great time to schedule and seal dates. It's a great time to book your travel arrangements. It's a great time to sign contracts. It's a great time to have conversations where you know you're gonna be able to express yourself clearly and communicate in a really healthy and clear way with others. It's, you know, it's a great time to send the important email, have the important conversation. It's a great time for decision making. It's a great time for problem solving, organizing, writing, editing. You know, all of these things that require a clear and sharp mind and the ability to communicate and express ourselves at the, you know, highest level possible. These are all of the great things to do when Mercury is exalted at home in Virgo. You know, it's a great time for teaching. It's a great time for learning. It's, you know, just all of the things that require our clearest, sharpest mind and our clearest, sharpest words are really supported under this transit. So I'm happy to share that with you. Now, that's not to say that there won't be challenges in communication during this time, and that's particularly on September 18th, when Mercury in Virgo opposes Saturn in Pisces. This is kind of a reality check moment. This is a moment where we may be up against oppositional forces in communication, or you know, somebody may be challenging our dream or our vision. This is a time where we could possibly get difficult health news. This is a time where there may be a test of faith. But the good news is that Mercury in Virgo is equipped to handle any opposition that it comes up against, because the thing about Mercury in Virgo, Virgo is one of the mutable signs, and the mutable signs are the most adaptable. And Virgo is so smart. Mercury in Virgo is so intellectually sharp and also adaptable, a wonderful combination for figuring out how to get around oppositions, right? And so even the difficult aspects that Mercury and Virgo will go through, which again is the opposition to Saturn on September 18th, the square to Jupiter on September 21st, and the opposition to Neptune on September 25th. Those are the three most difficult moments for Mercury in Virgo during this period. But again, Mercury in Virgo has what it takes to deal with these difficult transits. So I'm not that worried about even these difficult aspects. And I mean, for creative people and, you know, for writers, because Mercury in Virgo is such a good writing transit, I would even go so far as to say that these challenges are going to make you a better thinker, a stronger writer. They are going to give you an opportunity to test your problem-solving skills, and by successfully applying them and you know, overcoming the oppositions and the squares and the challenges, you know, you'll have an even better self-esteem and sense of self-worth. And so I think that these challenges should be welcomed and embraced, because we are in a stronger position than ever to be able to handle them. And then there's some particularly really smooth, flowing, wonderful aspects that Mercury will be making on the journey, like the sextile to Mars on the 11th, which is great for family communication and problem solving in sensitive emotional situations that pertain to families or mothers, women, children, domestic issues, and also the trine to Uranus on the 24th. I love, this is wonderful for original thinking, inventiveness, out of the box thinking, manifesting original ideas, finding creative ways to solve problems that really lead to very tangible gifts. It's a great manifesting aspect in so many ways. Earth trines are great for manifesting blessings, gifts, like really great things in the material realm. So that has to do with our money or our stuff, or, you know, all the material things that us humans love so much. And then on the 25th, there's also a trine to Pluto, which is the same day as the opposition to Neptune. So that needs to be looked at holistically. That's an interesting day with a little bit of challenge and some real blessings. But I believe that this trine to Pluto on the 25th is a real gift. I think it's a tangible gift, especially for Mercury ruled people like Virgo risings and Gemini risings, or anyone who has a very strong Mercury placed in their chart. This is the gift, you know. If you follow my astrology, you know, I talk about, like, you know, Pluto, he's god of the underworld, he's Hades, and he always has to do with these kind of, you know, we have to face him and deal with our grief or deal with our fears or go to the underworld. But, you know, one thing about Pluto is that he also has to do with money, and the treasure is in the underworld. So this is the point where Mercury receives its gift. Mercury receives the jewel from Pluto that is like, you know, you passed the test, you went through, you know, every gate of Inferno, like in the underworld, and now you receive the jewel that you went down there and mined. And so I really love this. I'm really looking forward to this because as a Gemini rising, I'm Mercury ruled. I'm also in a Mercury perfection year. So Mercury has been my time lord this year until my next birthday, which is October 8th coming up. Happy birthday to me. But yeah, one of my friends was telling me I should share more personal things when I do these videos. Let me know in the comments if you think I should share more personal things. I want to do whatever it's going to take to help me grow my channel, help me in the algorithm. I really glossed over these Mercury transits that Mercury will be going through while in Virgo, and but definitely follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole, because as these transits come up, I will post in my stories the day of the transit to remind you and tell you some more specifics about them that I may have left out of these videos, because inevitably I always seem to forget to say something that I wish I had said, although with Mercury and Virgo, maybe I didn't this time. But yes, I don't like going on a script when I do these videos. I've tried the script thing a couple times and I feel so robotic and inauthentic and unnatural, and I just love to do it more conversationally, like I would more in a real reading. I'm not reading a script. And so, you know, I study the astrology, I know the astrology, and then I transmit it, and I say a prayer that everything that's going to be the most helpful to the people who are tuned in will come through me and be channeled through me out into, you know, the world of YouTube and Instagram. But also, I believe that astrology works best when you get a one-on-one reading with an astrologer. My books are open for September and October, actually through the end of the year. I would love to read for you. I read on Zoom, so I can read for people anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. It is my pleasure and my joy to do so. Everyone should have an understanding of their own birth chart. I think it's something that everyone should have done at least once in your life, and I believe that it's good to get a tune-up as well every few months, every quarter, twice a year, something like that, because you just get deeper and deeper into your chart, and it's more of an understanding of your karma and your dharma and your relationships to other people and your unique place within the cosmic whole. We all have a unique place within the cosmic whole, and not everybody's path is supposed to look exactly the same, contrary to what mainstream societal standards will have us believe. And a wonderful thing about getting to know your chart is that you can see your unique place. It confirms things that you usually already know in your heart and soul, but you know, sometimes we aren't encouraged by the world as it is to really truly be ourselves and step into our full uniqueness. And I love to help people reconnect to that and live into that, because I mean, what a better way to live than to just be your complete self. And that's your gift to the world when you get to that place. And so anyway, I just went on a tangent I wasn't expecting to go on at the end of the video, but thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful Mercury in Virgo season. And yes, I will see you soon.